Unit 6, Lesson 1, Activity 1, continued. Now look at the relationships among the different fractions as they've been folded. You'll notice that for each part, if there's more parts, they get smaller. So for example, one whole had nothing. These got smaller parts, then these got smaller, and I have more of them as I continue down. 12 is a greater whole number than 2, but the fraction 1/12 is much smaller than a half. Also, 1/2, 2/4, 3/6, and 6/12 all make up the same total part of a whole. If I were to get all of my lines that matched up perfectly, you would see my middle line down the middle would match up with 1/2, 2/4, 3/6. It doesn't match this one. And 6/12. Let's do a little bit in our journals now. We're going to write some vocabulary words down. Most fraction denominator words are made by adding the th or ths to the name of the number. For example, fourths, fifths, sixths, and so on. So let's look at some whole numbers greater than 3 on the board and then write the fraction using the number as a denominator. Well, what's a denominator? Let's write the fraction 1/2. And when I'm using fractions, I wrote it all, one number on one line, the line on the line, and the denominator on the bottom line. So this part of a fraction is called the numerator. This part of the fraction is called the denominator. So for example, we have the whole number 4, but when I write it as a fraction using the 4 on my denominator, I have 1/4. Or we write it in words as 1/4. How about the number 5? The number 5 as the denominator, 1/5, is written as 1/5. The number 6, with it written as the denominator, makes it 1/6, and we read this number as 1/6. Remembering we add that th at the end of our number. There are some exceptions to this rule. When we divide a whole into 2 parts, we say half or halves. And when we divide a whole into 3 parts, we say third or thirds. So for example, when we write 2 and we want a half, where the 2 is the denominator, 1/2, we read this number as 1/2. If I'm writing 3 for thirds, 1/3 turns to 1/3. third. Those are exceptions to the rule. In your journals, this is Activity 1. Fraction, word, names. I would like you to tell me the word name for the fraction. So your first one is 1/2. Then I want you to tell me 2/3, 4/5, 5/6, 3/8, and 7/10. In your journal, write these 6 problems down, and I want you next to them to tell me what the word name of that fraction is. Go ahead and do that now.